Hello guys, h.o.r.s.e here with another TF2 video, and we are back. Season 3, episode 1, yes, first episode of Reskin Wars in 2017. Now this was a very popular series last year. In fact, one of my most viewed videos of all times is Reskin Wars, so I intend to keep doing these. Now today I've decided to do the gameplay in the background a little differently. Instead of the usual really awkward way I used to do it, what I used to do is every time I died I changed the weapon. I'm going to just have 2 games, and then maybe some, I don't know what's in front of you right now, but every time I die I think I'll change it to a different game where I'm using the other weapon. So without further ado, let's get into this. So today we have the Wanga prick and the eternal reward. So I'm going to go over the Wanga prick and the few things about it, because there's not actually much information behind it, but what there is what there is. So the Wanga prick is obviously it's a reskin of the eternal reward, and it was a community created weapon. It was released on October the 27th of 2011, and it was in the patch known as the Very Scary Halloween Special, one of the very earliest Halloween, if not one of the first Halloween updates we have ever had. So the designer for it was actually called GG underscore, like the symbol underscore, and then the word underscore, and he designed it. The weapon was originally called, I think it was the voodoo knife or something like that. It's only obtainable by crafting it or purchasing it from the TF2 store that's in game, and of course you can trade for it. The one that I have in gameplay right now, I just traded for it. At this current moment in time it is worth 0.33 refined metal. It is only in one form, as well as collectors. You know, I think there's a collectors one. No, there isn't a collectors one. I'm unsure on that one. No, there isn't a collector's one. Okay, I'm set on that. So it only comes in unique form. That's it. Now, what it's a copy of. The Eternal Reward. Now, oddly enough, the Eternal Reward is also a community-created weapon. It was made by a community workshop creator called Chemical Aliyah. Don't know if it's a he or a she. And the weapon is actually a reference to Aladdin. If you've ever seen the first Aladdin movie, when Aladdin helps Jafar steal the genie's lamp, there is a moment where he goes to him, here is your your eternal reward, as he lifts a knife to attempt to stab Aladdin, and this knife is identical to the one that is in TF2, other than the fact that the one in Aladdin was a wave form blade. Now, it was released in September 30th, 2010, so only a year, you know, just under a year, just a year younger than the Wanga prick, which is quite a close, you know, gap between the two, considering it's a reskin. Usually it's a couple of years, and it was released in the Manconomy update, which is a great update for TF2 and really did make it stick out. The ways that you can obtain it, obviously, it is a drop, you know, the Eternal Reward. You can craft it, purchase it from the Valve store. Crate number 4 and crate 14 gave it you in unique format, and crate 33 gave it you as a strange. There's also a collector's crate for this weapon. Now, which one is the superior? Now, they literally are complete replicas of each other. The Wanga prick uses the same animations, same sounds. The only thing that's different about it, other than the look of it, if you had no view model on and you couldn't see the weapon, the only way you'd be able to tell that you're using that instead of the Eternal Reward is because it has a different kill icon. Apart from that, there is no difference. So it's pretty much running entirely off of the looks. Now, instantly I wanted to say the Wanga prick. You know, just look at it, it looks so cool. It is really cool. But then if you actually take a look at some of the things, if you have a proper look at the Eternal Reward, it's actually a really beautiful weapon. I zoomed in on it, I can't show you the footage of it, I have no way of recording the way that I did it. But if you actually look at the weapon zoomed in, it is actually really cool. And depending on how big your screen is, or how clear your game is, how well your game runs, you'd be able to see all the detail in the weapon, and it is really nice. As well, when you put a specialised or a professional killstreak kit on the Eternal Reward, the shimmer effect, you know, the weapon shimmer, is class. It is so nice, it is untrue. Whereas when you put it on the Wanga prick, it kind of just, it doesn't really stick out as much. Like when the surface of the Eternal Reward is a really smooth surface. So when you have that shimmer going over it, it just looks really good. So you probably guessed it at this point, it's actually the original, the Eternal Reward. We can get the Eternal Reward as a strange, you know, if you want to count those stats. So, you know, it's got that going for it. And you know, the Wanga prick, it's kind of just an overpriced reskin. You know, how many weapons was that? There's 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. My maths is bad. No, 6. It costs 6 weapons to create this one, and it's just not worth it in my view. So the stock wins this time, the Eternal Reward. You know, as a matter of opinion, if you think differently, comment down below, but do give it a good argument. I do always love seeing a good discussion down in the comments. It's always very great to see. Like the video. I know it means nothing to you, and it makes nothing for me in terms of, like, I don't profit from it, but it always makes sure that I know that you guys enjoy these videos still. Anyway, I've been 11cc. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.